Okay, so you want to know how to make money with PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It sounds kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
When I first saw this YouTube video about it, I was like, wait, what? But the more I watched,
Yeah.
the more I was like, huh, this is actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, the idea that people are out there making thousands of dollars a month just from PowerPoint is definitely eye-catching.
Right. So let's dive in. The video starts with something super practical. Free resources to learn PowerPoint, like from scratch, or to really improve your skills.
Yeah, and this is where it gets interesting right away. Udemy, Allison, and even Microsoft's own website all have free courses.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's not one size fits all either. Like Udemy, it's great if you love having lots of choices. You know you can pick whatever fits your skill level, from beginner to expert.
Right, but if you're more focused
Yeah.
and want to dive right in, Allison might be better. They're learning Microsoft PowerPoint course. It's super highly rated,
Yeah.
and you can start like right now. No sign up or anything.
Oh, and then there's Microsoft. Like, duh. They have free courses right on their site, covering all the basics, plus advanced stuff, like animations and 3D modeling.
It's like getting the secret recipe straight from the chef, but with so many options, it comes down to what works for you. Learn by doing or step by step.
Totally. Okay, so now you have the skills and you're feeling good. The video then breaks down 3 main ways to make money from your PowerPoint skills. The first one is making custom presentations for clients.
Yeah, and they highlight Upwork and Fiverr. You can find a ton of different projects there.
Yeah, the examples they gave in the video were crazy. Like there was one offering $100 for a 5-slide presentation. Not bad for a day's work.
Right, and another was paying $20–40 an hour to just make existing slides look better.
Oh, and there was one for $150 to turn financial data into spreadsheets, any PowerPoint presentations.
So clearly there's a need for good presentations across a lot of industries.
Then there's Fiverr. Prices were all over the place. $15 for basic presentations. But some pro freelancers were charging almost $1,500.
Yeah, that's interesting. If you can become an expert in a specific area, the money can be pretty good.
For sure. But freelancing isn't always easy. You have to find clients, manage your time, and market yourself. Yeah, you have to build a good portfolio, set good rates, and be good at marketing.
Basically, treat yourself like a business. Okay, ready to move on. Let's talk about making and selling PowerPoint templates. Passive income.
Sounds good. The video talks about Dribbble, Etsy, and Envato Elements.
I like Dribbble because they have full-time jobs and freelance gigs, so you could get a full-time presentation designer job and do some side work too.
Etsy is good for selling templates directly to people. The prices seem good. $10, $15 per template.
They showed someone turning digital games into PowerPoint templates. That's thinking outside the box.
Definitely. And then there's Envato Elements, a huge marketplace for all kinds of creative stuff, including PowerPoint templates. They said the average price is $520. And you can sell the same template over and over.
Passive income dream.
Yeah.
Even with templates, though, the video said niche targeting and market research are important. Makes sense. You can't just make any template and hope for the best. You need to know what people want and make templates for them.
Yeah, like maybe there's a need for investor pitch deck templates.
Right.
Or visually engaging templates for teachers.
Right. Find what people need and stand out.
Okay, so we've talked about custom presentations and selling templates, but guess what? There's a third way to make money with PowerPoint, and it might be the most interesting one.
Full-time presentation designers.
Whoa! That's a thing.
Oh, yeah. Lots of companies, big and small.
Wow.
They need presentations for everything, pitching to investors, launching new products, even training employees.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and a lot of companies, even if they have their own design teams, they outsource those presentation design projects.
Huh.
The video mentioned Dribbble as a good place to find those jobs.
Oh, yeah, they did. They showed a full-time presentation designer job posting.
So the demand is definitely there.
Wow. PowerPoint has become like a secret weapon in business.
It's not just about making slides look pretty anymore. It's about using them to tell stories, influence decisions, and get results.
It's crazy to think that this software we all used in school is now this powerful tool for communication.
Right.
And it's not just in the business world.
Nope. Education, nonprofits, even personal branding.
People are using PowerPoint for online courses, pitching ideas, sharing their stories. It's like a universal language now.
I think so. And I bet this trend will only continue as technology gets better and visual communication becomes even more important.
So learning PowerPoint, it's not just about a quick skill, it's about getting ready for the future.
Exactly. So what if someone is listening to this and they're thinking, okay, I want to try this, but I don't know where to start?
First, check your PowerPoint skills. Can you create a simple presentation? If not, that's okay. We talked about all those free resources.
Right, once you know the basics, start experimenting. Try different designs, use templates, and try to recreate presentations that you like.
Practice makes perfect.
Definitely. And get feedback from people. A fresh perspective can help.
Oh, and build a portfolio.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have clients yet, make some sample presentations.
Yeah, it's like your visual resume.
Then when you're ready to freelance,
Yeah.
Upwork and Fiverr are good places to start.
Oh, and don't forget networking. Go to events, join online groups, connect with people.
You never know where your next client will come from. This is interesting to me. We've been talking about the how. Learn PowerPoint, find clients, market yourself. But what about the why? Why are these skills so in demand?
I think it's because we live in a world with too much information. People's attention spans are short. They see so many messages every day, they won't pay attention to anything that's not visually appealing.
Like we've all become visual creatures.
Yeah, we respond to visuals more than text or audio.
And businesses know this.
Mm.
If they want to stand out, they need good presentations.
So is this PowerPoint entrepreneur thing a response to that demand?
I think so.
It's supply and demand. The need for good presentations is growing, so the opportunity for people who can make them is growing too.
So PowerPoint is like a gateway to entrepreneurship.
It really is. And it's not just about making money. It's about being creative, expressing yourself visually, and helping others communicate their ideas.
Okay, so we've talked about the individual journey, but what about the bigger picture? What does this trend tell us about the future of work?
I think it shows that visual literacy is important, and creativity, and being good with technology.
Yeah, in a world with so much information, being able to explain complex ideas visually is a valuable skill.
It's about more than making slides pretty. It's about using visuals to tell a story, to communicate a message, to persuade people.
Visual storytelling.
Exactly.
And these skills are useful everywhere. Marketing, teaching, sales.
The ability to communicate visually will only become more important.
And this PowerPoint phenomenon. It shows how important lifelong learning is.
Yeah, the job market is always changing. You have to be willing to learn new things.
It's a reminder that even a simple skill like PowerPoint can lead to a successful career.
If you're willing to learn it. But what about people who aren't designers? Can they still do this?
I think so. You don't have to be a design expert to make money with PowerPoint. There are other ways to use your skills.
Like if you're a data analyst. You could make data-driven presentations.
Or if you're a financial expert, you could make presentations that explain complex financial stuff.
Find your strengths and find a niche where you can offer something valuable.
And remember, there are tons of resources to help you improve your design skills. Online courses, tutorials, templates.
Don't let a lack of design experience stop you. If you're willing to learn, you can use PowerPoint to make money.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot. Learning PowerPoint, finding clients, the future of work. But before we move on, I want to go back to storytelling.
Yeah, it's so important. Even if your slides look great, if they don't tell a good story, your presentation won't work.
So how can someone make a good story for their presentation?
You need to understand your audience. What do they need? What are their problems? What message do you want them to remember?
Then you can start thinking of a story that will get their attention.
Use anecdotes, examples, metaphors. Don't be afraid to be funny or emotional. The more you connect with your audience, the more they'll remember your message.
That's a great point. Anyone can learn to be a good storyteller.
Yeah, just practice.
So to recap, learning the technical stuff is important, but storytelling is important too.
They go together.
Okay, so we talked about becoming a PowerPoint entrepreneur, and we talked about the future of work. But there's one more thing. The ethics of making money with PowerPoint.
Yeah, that's important. PowerPoint is a tool. It can be used for good or bad.
We have to use our skills ethically.
So what does that mean?
Be honest in your presentations. Don't manipulate data. Don't use misleading visuals.
And be respectful of your audience. Don't use offensive language or images.
Use your skills to make the world a better place.
Our presentations can be a force for good.
Okay, we've covered a lot today. From the basics of PowerPoint to ethics. But before we finish, one last thought.
What is it?
Don't be afraid to dream big. If you love design and want to create your own opportunities and are willing to learn, PowerPoint might be the tool that helps you succeed.
I love that. Sometimes the most ordinary things can lead to amazing things.
It really is amazing, PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Most people probably think it's just for basic presentations, but there's so much you can do with it.
It's all about how you look at it, you know? We often have these ideas about things, but when we really look closer, We find a whole new world.
Exactly. And this whole making money with PowerPoint thing, I think it shows how work is changing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. As we've been talking, I keep thinking about how this is just a small example of bigger changes happening.
Like what kind of changes?
Well, people want to be more in control. They want to create their own opportunities.
Yeah.
The old way of working, 9 to 5, climbing the ladder, it's not for everyone anymore.
It's the be your own boss thing.
Exactly. And this PowerPoint thing fits right in. People taking control of their careers, using their skills, and starting their own businesses.
Even if it's just a side hustle at first.
Yeah,
And it's not just about being your own boss. Technology is a big part of it, too.
absolutely. The tools are out there. You can learn anything online, find clients anywhere in the world, and work together even if you're not in the same place.
It's pretty cool. Technology is making it easier for everyone.
But it's not perfect. There are some downsides to this new way of working, too.
Like what?
Well, your income might not be stable, you might not have benefits, and some people might take advantage of you.
That's true.
It's important to talk about these things so we can make this new way of working better for everyone.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot. Learning PowerPoint, finding clients, the future of work, and even the challenges. But before we go, one last thing for our listeners.
Okay, let's hear it.
Don't be afraid to dream big. If you love design, if you want to be your own boss, and if you're willing to learn, PowerPoint could be your ticket to success.
That's a great message. It's like we said before, sometimes the most ordinary things can lead to amazing things.
And that's it for this deep dive. It was awesome talking about this with you. I hope everyone listening learned something new.
Me too.
And if you're listening, let us know what you think. What surprised you? What did you learn? Leave a comment below. And keep exploring the world of PowerPoint. It's more interesting than you might think.